Now that we have all had 2 weeks to begin digesting the information from the text and begin reading information about underachievement, I thought it was a good time for me to begin the video segment of this course. Now, going forward, I will begin posting a short video that summarizes information you have posted on discussion boards, answer any common questions that I see have come to the surface, and give guidance for the next coming week or information that you need to think about before the next video. For this particular video, I will first begin with the debates that we will conduct on Friday, September 30th. And then I will conclude with information, or I'll follow with information summarizing the information you have posted about our discussion board question. And finally, I will conclude with information for our next discussion board posting. So, to this point, I'm happy to see that teams 1 and 4 are posting information about their topic. It seems as though they have begun making plans for their debate. In reading their comments or questions, there's been discussion amongst them about what exactly needs to be prepared for that Friday night. It will be important that each group come prepared with notes on the relevant research. Now, rather than y'all preparing a PowerPoint before the debates, I suggest that y'all simply come ready to craft your information when we all meet as a group. Again, all I am hoping y'all will do is have read information pertaining to your debating point, have notes, and prepare to work with your team or teammates to craft arguments. On the 30th, y'all will have time to work with one another to put together any information that you need to present. As you move forward over the next 3 weeks, please begin posting articles you have located to your team's discussion board so that all members of your team will have the opportunity to build on the research that you've conducted. The next part of this video will summarize your discussion board postings. To date, I have noticed that a few of y'all have begun to post your thoughts about the readings. From what I have read, it seems as if the list of characteristics in the chapters have been impactful. I was happy to see that many of y'all cited this particular information. In fact, as advocates of our gifted children, it is important that you are able to describe what the research says about this particular population. However, there are several subcategories, as many of y'all noticed, for this population. Each subcategory of population has its own specific characteristics. Now, while you're able to make generalizations about the gifted population as a whole, it is nice to be able to cater your knowledge to specific populations. And when, in particular, you're speaking with those who are unfamiliar with gifted education or hold those myths that we discussed when we met the last time. Another common thread that ran through the postings was the need to have programming for gifted children, and I'm glad that y'all picked up on this because it's going to lead to our next discussion question. I think it was Natalie who specifically mentioned free and appropriate education, although at least she mentioned it by that particular term, although many others alluded to this particular aspect. As discussed in the discussion board, there is an appropriate time for homogeneous and heterogeneous groupings, and I'm glad y'all realized that. But by providing opportunities for both, it gives an opportunity for more students to shine. And I think that many of y'all pointed that out as well. Okay, I picked up from the readings on that when we sometimes move those gifted students out of the classroom, perhaps it allows the other students in the class to be able to answer questions, to be able to participate in ways where they feel as though they are the brightest child in the class. So at this point, I want to thank Deborah Hicks and Deborah Bragwell, Natalie Newton, and Mary Whitman for posting their comments. I will be looking forward to everyone to keep the progress moving forward. Now that we have discussed the information from the previous weeks, it's time to turn our attention to the next set of readings. These chapters focus on curricular goals and social emotional needs. So for the next discussion question, I want y'all to read the information from chapters 4 through 6. As you read this information, you should think about how schools are organizing gifted students. I mean, ask yourselves, are they placing them in specific programs for gifted students, trying to meet their needs in the general classrooms, or some combination of both? Then think about, what would you design? Your discussion question, which is posted on the class discussion board, asks you to describe your ideal gifted programming. You will need to describe the ideas that you liked from the reading, those that you did not like, and one that would serve as the basis for your programming model. Again, as we move forward, you can expect a video like this, once every week or so. I'm expecting you to continue to post your information to the discussion board. Remember, to read about underachievement. Remember, as you read about underachievement, The debate on the 30th is going to be fun and it's informal. Remember, just read and be prepared to share your thoughts with your team members and then your classmates. There really isn't a right or wrong answer to this. I just want us to be able to engage one another in research-based dialogue. So it's going to be important that you have your notes and that you can cite information and authors where you got your information from. So until next week, I look forward to reading everybody's postings, but y'all have a great day.